Hi dreamers, this video is all about my September TBR. Now this month I'll be doing two separate TBR videos, this one and the Buzzword Readathon TBR video. The first book I'll be reading this month is An Accidental Affair by Eric Jerome Dickey, and this is about a wife and a husband. Um, the wife is kind of like a super movie star or whatever, and she had an affair and the video went viral, and essentially the husband does bad things and so on. A lot of drama. The second one is One That Have DNF'd in the Past, A Long Way Gone by Charles Martin. Essentially it's about two musicians who fell in love. Well, it's a second chance romance essentially. I didn't really like it before because I thought it was boring, but I decided that it's the time to give it a second chance, and so I'm going to give it a second chance, and you'll definitely see my thoughts. Third book, Black Book of Poems, Part 2. This is just a collection of poems written in rhyme and meter, about love and life and all those sort of good things that filled with emotions. Now I have screen recorded this one. The first book for my arcs is, well, that my second book for my arcs is Anything But Easy. Essentially it's about this politician, I think, and this girl, and he tried pushing away because he was not into her, but he thought that she disturbed his life. But when he pushed her away, he realized that he can't live without her, so he needs her back in his life. So essentially he uses his politician skills to try to get back the woman that he's in love with, and I'm so excited to find out what will happen. The next book is Fable, and the synopsis reads like this. As the daughter of the most powerful trader on the Narrows, the sea is the only home 17-year-old Fable has ever known. It's been 4 years since the night she watched her mother drown during an unforgiving storm. The next day her father abandoned her on a legendary island filled with thieves and little food. To survive, she must keep to herself, learn to trust no one, and rely on the unique skills her mother taught her. The only thing that keeps her going is the goal of getting off the island, finding her father, and demanding her rightful place beside him and his crew. To do so, Fable enlists the help of a young trader named West to get her off the island and across the Narrows to her father. But her father's rivalries and the dangers of his trade expert, expertise have only multiplied since she last saw him, and Fable soon finds that Wes isn't who he seems. Together, they will have to survive more than the treacherous storm that haunts the Narrows if they're going to stay alive. The next book is a graphic novel, One of Those Days. Essentially, this is about kids. They something to do with the end of the world, and they're trying to get up to be prepared for the end of the world, so they wear armor and all this stuff to be prepared for the end of the world. This is mixed with humor, so of course it will be funny, I'm hoping. And I don't know what else to say about this. Essentially, it's just like the end of the world and seeing how kids react to that, I guess. Yep. The next book is There Once Was a Girl Who Created a World. This is a poetry collection which was self-published. Now I have read this. I started to look through it and then I end up finishing it. I don't know why. But essentially it's like sort of drawings with words, and it is I love it. I enjoyed it. Like it's different, and that's what I like about it. It's super different from the normal poetry and art style of things. So yes, definitely will be reviewing this during the month. Now on to a next app, which is Kindle. Um, I will be reading Rave Master 3. I am on part 3 of Rave Master, so I'll be definitely reading this. The series is going super cool, super fun. I enjoyed the first book, the second book in this series, and so I'll be reading part 3. Then I'll be reading Fairy Tale part 9 by the same author, and then Lumberjacks. I read the first book in Lumberjacks, and I was like, oh, I gotta read the second one. What else? What else? I'll be reading Heart Bones by Colleen Hoover. I started it already on 3%, and so far so good. It has a high rating. Then I'll be reading through Rule 3, which is essentially an arc also, and it is already out by one of my favorite authors, Ariella Talix. I'll be giving more details on that in a future video when I do read this book. I started, and I can tell it's going to be spicy because it's about um kind of like a relationship of three LG. Well, I did read a spicy part already. It's really really spicy. So essentially that is all. Thank you for watching this video, and bye.